Ah, shit. Well, fucking good morning, everybody. I originally had intended to, start working on another project I've had in mind the past couple of days. Maybe kind of as a little breaker from Cyberpunk here, but I just fucking couldn't sleep this morning, and I had a commenter suggest or ask for a mod list here, so probably going to be a pretty short video. I'm not really going to go into too much depth because there's some other shit I want to do this morning. I don't really think there's any way I can blow up any of this. I think the way I'm going to go through it is based on load order. That way you can get an idea that I'm not really bullshitting you. I got 450 mod lists running here, which is mostly running pretty well. If anything, it probably crashes because I'm pushing my fucking 12 gig card to the max here. But for the most part, borderline maxing out my VRAM. This game plays really pretty fucking well with the largest mod list I've ever compiled before. At any rate, bunch of shit I'm not using right now. Stuff for like a body I didn't want, or I may use at some point in the future. Just a couple of items that I'm hanging on to that I may end up using at some point. I'm really honestly not gonna read every fucking single one of these off, so you might want to view this on a TV so you can actually read as to what I've got here. I may comment on a couple of them that are of a more interesting nature, I suppose. Bunch of stuff I'm holding on to for like better textures and shit should I ever get another fucking stronger video card with more VRAM. I mean, I've actually got a pretty strong card. I mean, it'd be hard to argue a 4070 Ti is not as strong as far as CUDA cores go, video card, but honestly, the 12 gigs of VRAM really kind of is become like almost standard minimal for 4K and max setting gaming, especially since it can't do ray tracing and a lot of the extra. That's a pretty big extra bell and whistle. I mean, I've got most of the settings maxed. The only thing I really can't run with all these items is ray tracing. Bunch of advertisements. Advertisements I mix pretty well. I like some spicy ads in Night City. So all these adverts here, these first three, are pretty important to me. I like how it adds the immersion of a lustful city, always lusting in your face with something like that, quite a lot like Earth in some ways. I've kept some stuff for Spawno for a couple of his items. There's a Lizzie Wizzy remake overhaul there. Quite a lot of radio stations. Probably a third of my list are vehicles. I don't know why it doesn't really show the author, and I'm not really going to open up a bunch of these. Maybe I could open a couple though. Let's see who does this Lizzie Wizzy one. So Fly 80 High. I don't know, he's not too big on there, but I think this is probably one of the only mods I have for him. He does a curvy version for her. A lot of this music you can get through the radio extension Nexus. We'll look at a couple of these car authors. I mean, if you just search car on you know, the fucking search under Nexus, you'll find, or vehicles, first 20 or 30 pages. I pretty much got them all, honestly. More radio stations, another car. This guy I've been using, this is Zilla Monster. I've actually got pretty much all of his 4K high-res character models. It actually causes a few seconds of frame loss during only scripted conversation introductions. Got the Lizzie Wizzy Brain Dance mod. This is very lustful in nature. I think all of these, well, actually maybe not all of them. I don't know. I really haven't played too much with this mod, but I think a good bit of them are based on yeah, they're kind of like interactions you can have. You know, some of it is sexual in nature, but I guess there's some other stuff like cuddle, dance, meditate, bed. This is one thing I really haven't spent a lot of time with. Got another nicer ad, another ad one. So this is probably one of the most posted ads at Night City right here. You'll see that one a lot. I like how well done that's though. I really never get tired of looking at that one. It's pretty good. A lot of these you can search by typing in close enough to what it says on there. So let's see, got the Alvarez hair collection. Haven't really used this one very much, but you actually purchase these and kind of wear them like clothes items. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I guess all of these are through the net store. Some of these clothes hair options are replacers in the creator. Always first equip, that's a good one. Some poses, apartment cats, Arasaka Cyber Arms, these are really good. I think that's, I don't know what version that is. I opted for like the white ones, but yeah, these motherfuckers glow and shit, they're really wild. I like that mod when I use Sandy. Archive XL. What's this? Optional vehicles. Operating system, Cyberdex. Really? The fuck, I don't think I've seen this one. The fuck is this at? Is this through a store? Cyberware OS. That's the Mark 6 eShop. I don't remember seeing that. Huh. Fuck, man, I guess the list grows. Maybe I need this to find it. Alright, we'll activate that anyway later. Winged deer hair collection. I've been having some issues with hair mods lately too. I think this is a release. 210 hairs. Where the fuck is this at? Oh. Oh fuck, I guess you gotta download all of these. I don't know how to inject these into the game if they're replacers. I don't know. I might come back to that one. Where car mods. Bunch of shit. I think this is Decepticus stuff. Yeah, so getting his his extra romance mods. I haven't even played with that. He's got one for Rita Wheeler. This is part of some of the stuff I'm using for my complexions mod. This is really nice. But I think this also adds some extra frame drops when I go into my menus. Average Hackers Lazy Rebuild. The original author stopped posting. I'm not really sure if this one works or not. I think it might conflict with something that I use. But this is by that author. But I think that shows up sometimes. I don't know. I don't feel like I get hacked enough in the game, so I think something's overriding it, or it just straight up don't work anymore. Let's see. All game items in store. Jacket refit. Refitted clothes. Realistic. Mod. Another car. Complexion. Better optical camo. Better loot markers. Man, I've had this. This one has been around for a while. This is ever useful. Honestly. Great mod. I've considered it pretty much base game shit at this point. What is black chrome? A lot of this shit I don't even remember. Adds more cyberware to the game. Have I seen this? Oh yeah, these auxiliary decks. Yeah, so check more out on that if you're interested. The black sapphire, which is supposedly only a reachable spot with AVs or flying vehicles or cars. And since I use the AV fly drive mod, I threw that in there. I have no fucking clue how to get to that though. More car shit. Breast jiggle physics. Browser extension framework. It's required for something. Typical cyber engine tweak. Californication. Another Decepticus item. Haven't played that yet. Anything else relevant here? More NPC. Clean car windows. Wonder if this has any performance issues. Probably not. This should be removing things. I don't really know if I've noticed that or not. Convo skill. Check scaling. It's another like side difficulty mod outside of combat. More clothing, cars. This is actually an interesting little mod. In case you ever come across this. Apparently there's certain spots this author put a preset Lucy in the game. Actually be pretty cool to get a screenshot with her. It's using it through AMM there. Let's see. Oh yeah, so this is the performance mod I've installed recently. So I don't even use path tracing. That's like extremely high-end shit there for ray tracing. But if you've got a very large gigabyte card, VRAM card, it's definitely the post on this. It's actually one of the largest posts I've ever seen. Upwards of fucking almost 6,500 posts. That's interesting, I didn't notice that. Damage, Cyberware EX, pretty relevant mod. There's a bunch of interesting shit that does, so you can install all the relevant cyber shit. At the same time, damage scaling, one of my difficulty mods. Kind of unnecessary, I think, with enemies in Night City, which should be coming up at some point soon. Decepted Kiss Quest Core, gotta have that. More NPC shit, car shit. another side quest. Is this by Decepticus too? No, this is another author that did, I call it his quest runner. It's kind of framework they're using for that. I've yet to see that. More car shit. Oh yeah, drive an area vehicle. So this is a interesting mod. I use this instead of flying cars because I feel like its immersion is a little bit more canon. You don't really see anybody else flying cars around in the fucking city, but there's a bunch of AVs in the air. If you look around, there's a helicopter in the beginning of I almost called it Aldecaldo backstory, but the Nomad backstory, so you can buy a helicopter and fucking, it's got guns and shit on it. I've yet to do that, we'll do that at some point. E3 smart window, just a small little bit there, just for a little polished touch. Enable advert animations, really great mod. This is one I kind of like that I've been seeing and noticing a lot. You can use this with it works for all my modded ads. Really cool. So it takes statics and turns them animated pretty much anywhere it can in the city. Enemies in Night City, another great difficulty mod. This has pretty much become my core mod at this point. Won't go into everything it does, but I'll say you'll definitely want that if you're looking for difficulty scaling. Equipment EX, really relevant. Pretty much a must-have for a lot of, ties in with a lot of other mods. Enhanced crafting, I think this does. Okay, this is just weapon skins and naming while crafting. Really haven't noticed that since I've had it. Not safe for work posters, really good one. Let's see, extra iconics. Extra vehicle control is really cool, so you can use like windows and shit in there. Hairstyle collection colors. It's cool, John Silverhand mod. So I actually couldn't get this to work in the Chinatown fucking. That's a pretty cool screenshot. Actually, it did good on that one. So he plays the guitar and shit in there. I think is kind of like the main idea of that mod. All right, let's keep going. Hide to distant cars. I like this one. I think even if you've got a massive fucking expensive ass video card, that's still gonna. Maybe not though, because I've been told that having lots of VRAM actually will give you better results downrange. So that might not be such a requirement. Trigger control mode. Oh yeah, I forgot I completely had that. Hot Fuzz, another Decepticus core add-on quest. The heist body, which I'm using right now, which is alright. I'm using the EBB and RB, I'm pretty sure. Pretty good item, I gotta say. For the most part, that's actually some really sick ass fucking complexion work there. That's almost better. It's good shadow work on the chest too. That's not, definitely, I don't think, base with that body. He's got something else going there. Immersive bartender is pretty good. Immersive cyberpunk. So if this is like for civilians and shit and a bunch of stuff there that I think is pretty much a requirement at this point. Immersive first person shit. Immersive rippers definitely I think required at this point. Immersive Vic is actually the best one. He's got some cool chair slide animation there. Oh, let's see what else. What else? A bunch of shit for really main characters. Kind of got some extra stuff for them. Misty, Judy, Pan Am. got outfits and shit for him. Judy romanced. Mark car shit, bunch of KRN, LNIK stuff. He does some really good work. I like a lot of his items. It's probably one of the most highly. He's probably the one that's created the most car. He's literally got like 3 pages of cars on his own shit. Here's actually one I've been meaning to look at. I think has problems. Yeah. Yeah, I'm having the same issue. I haven't really even gone to look at what it could be. I'm kind of getting familiar with what's in fucking modding files, but so I think this one's actually fucking broken. So for now, I think I'm actually gonna take that one out. Let's see, where were we? I think I went too far. Yeah, we were in the K's. Crowd scanner, what's this? Oh, this is the one that creates unique backstories. Very small item. I only just recently, I think in my last stream, made a point to share this, but, you know, it's kind of just a little immersive touch there. Just pretty much background stories. It's really neat how they came up with that. It's some kind of generated ordeal there. Carry interactions. Kind of just taking my time a little bit. I mean, I got some other shit I want to try and do this morning, so this video is not going to be a forever affair, but at this rate, you should be able to pause it and see what you want to search up. I mean, legendary cyberware connection. What is this under? Have I seen this? I don't think I've seen this yet. Oh, heal on hit. That's in here. Oh. This one might not be updated. What was the August of 2024? It's the other thing you gotta look at when you're looking at mods is the update. If they've been updated since, I think November, early December is when 2.2 came out. So anything before that is got a chance of not showing up right or not functioning. I don't know if TI's nullified shit. I mean, I've got everything. I really took my time to make sure I had all the requirements for a lot of these mods. I really fucked that up in the past a couple times when trying to mod this game. Level 80 cap. Pretty sure this works right now. I definitely went over 60 in my test of it, and my endgame save file I used for testing the week before. Life path bonuses and gang corp traits. I pretty much consider this a requirement for difficulty at this point. This adds a bunch of shit for stuff that makes it not just numbers, but this also adds some interesting things for how your life story works. Fuck, with other enemies and gangs in the city when fighting. Lizzie Brain Dance mod. Is this the main? Oh yeah, I think we've already looked at that. Some raccoon dumpster shit. I think he does some shit for yeah, EBB and RB for Heist Body. Monster Raider. He also did some stuff for Heist as well. GT40 map street view. So, this is just an extra little like detail. You don't really need this. It's just different ways to move the map on the world map. I'm not sure. I may even remove that at some point if I can gain some more performance. I don't really think I will, but materials and texture override, even though it says legacy, is still pretty relevant, I think, for a lot of mods. Another 4K complexion micro details. Missing person fixers hidden gems is a pretty cool item. This adds a bunch of stuff through Regina's shit that I think they cut from the main game. Built into vanilla. So, well, actually it's by all fixers. Interesting. So yeah, it's just some extra loot and collection and a little bit more backstory you can do there. Let's see. Mix pack. What the fuck is this again? I always forget what this is. Oh, it's a tattoo collection. Yeah, I don't know how they show up in game. Oh, the other replacers. You gotta watch your replacers you use to make sure they're not overlapping. It might cause issues. I don't know if mine do or not, but more blood splatters. What is this? NCI Badlands. NCI add-on. Oh, Night City interactions. Drinking spots. Partner drinks at these locations with you, I guess. I don't know. I don't think I've really investigated that one too much, but it sounded cool, so I added it. Let's see. Ambient NPCs. Changes several crowd animations, AI checks, and other categories. Kind of like a more immersive NPC mod. Tides of foot traffic. So, yeah, check that out. Of course, there's some fucking Keanu Matrix shit going on. Fuck, thirsty. Yeah, so I didn't really read all that, but I use it. I wonder if this has some weird issues that I'm seeing with in the fights as well. Also, another very relevant mod, Night City Alive, absolutely pretty much required at this point. It should have been base game. Like, the devs really fucked up when they didn't put this in base game. You had to fucking rely on the community to build this for you. It's, you know, the studio that built Witcher, you know, I don't know why the fuck they didn't consider this or take time to build it. But it's here, it's done now. Works pretty well. I think this is a reason, if you use this with high foot traffic density, you'll definitely see some performance takeaway. I believe that's one reason why I have issues in my menu, and especially when streaming. So keep that in mind. Wonder if I've seen any of these. Fuck, I don't think so. Some good ones. Pretty sure it's all AI constructed, but that's good shit. I don't know if I've seen any of those. Bunch of adult stuff here. Naked PCs, crowds. I was really on the fence on this one for a while. The reason I kind of do keep this one, though, is because of outfits like this. It's a shame they couldn't all have some type of at least single overlay clothing with no bra or anything on. But that's one reason why I continue to run it, because sometimes, actually, most of the time you're running into a fully naked top chest individual, but oh yeah, so these are like the enemies you'll fight that are, again, sometimes they'll have a single overlay piece of clothing, but oh wow, it actually works for Mox too. Or fucking Rita Wheeler. Alright, so, what else was there? Tube dancers, sex workers, native UI requirement, neurespec, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's a respec mod for yourself. New game plus. Haven't actually tried this yet, but it actually works for just straight up new games. Like you can skip yourself to post heist or even write the Phantom Liberty with a save or straight up new game. Night City interactions, we already went over some of the mods that use that. No camera, centering. Pocket radio always available. No combat music requirement for me at this point, no. Also, I consider this a slight difficulty mod. NPCs have their health bars removed. I don't think any of my other difficulty mods do that. No intro videos. More fucking. This guy actually built the. Oh, that was a 2008 WX SDI, huh? Guess I wanted an earlier gen one than that. One more light. I had a friend, one of my viewers, say that he considers this a vanilla, but that might be an add-on to the vanilla for Jackie shit. More clothing, more, those are some poses. Car, Pan Am shit, bunch of Pan Am. Parking spot enhanced is pretty cool. So this works for your own apartments and for... Oh yeah, so also works at Judy's and Pan Am's camp, but mostly for your apartments. Most recent one of your vehicle or some of your most recent vehicles. There's also bike parking and car parking, I've noticed. So that's a pretty cool mod. More clothing shit. Pet your cat mod. Another breast physics photo mode unlocker. I'm not really sure if I've got this to work yet or not. Maybe I have. The UI looks different now with 2.2 as well. Yeah, they changed the icons at least for the bit there, so I'm not sure. I have it anyway. Portrait enhancer photo mode. What the fuck is this? Oh yeah, so it's actually some excellent looking hair in that one. I'm not sure if I've got this to work yet or not. That's really good too. But since we're trying to make really good thumbnails for this game for our channel, this is probably some of the best thumbnails I've ever made for any of my shit. Was with Cyberpunk. So I'm not really sure if this is working, but this was actually developed by someone who claims to be a professional photographer. So if you're big into thumbnails and you want to check that out, definitely recommend it. Let's see. Preem hair. I've got some issues with hair textures on one of my types with some dead NPC, or at least one in particular, at a lot of NCPD scanner location events. I don't know if that's got to do with it or not. What is this? Preem scopes. I feel like I've been having an issue with this one as well, because it kind of offsets the shot when you zoom into the third, especially zoom, and I missed some shots because of that. Yeah, I wonder if anybody said anything about that. Oh, you know what? I don't think this is scope zoom. This is oh. Yeah, this doesn't deal with zoom scoping, so that's just what you see. This is the water mod I decided to go with. I might end up disabling this too. This might be a reason why I'm losing performance. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind before my next stream here. But that's some, you know, if you've got fucking ray tracing on anyway, you're probably not really gonna notice that. The Quadra Phantom is actually, I'm gonna bring this one up because this is a pretty interesting car. This has actually got optical camo on it. I don't know if that really plays an effect with this being seen or not in the world by enemies. So, but this is one car I'm meaning to buy pretty soon to check that out. The Quest Runner framework, rig deform. I really don't know if I've noticed this yet or not. Apparently this is usable. Actually, I think Heist did build this, yeah. So it definitely goes with his body. But I honestly don't know if I see these wider hips or not. I'm going to have to take another look at that as well, if I can remember. Ragdoll physics. This works mostly pretty good, and I like it. I've seen this gunk up and bug once or twice now. Like, I don't think it's been a cause of any crashes I've had. But, I have seen an NPC fly like 150, 200 feet once using that, so if nothing else, it was a good laugh. Real vendor names, just another immersion mod, so it brings up their name. I actually have one that shows his picture too. I don't know where that came from. Realistic car crashes. Don't know if this one's working either, to be honest. Incompatible with Let There Be Flight mod. Might be another I disable to see if I can get some more performance. Really want to stay at your house mods for Judy Pan Am. Reflex is cool. What is this? Increase, decrease, reflex, skill checks. I think that's a requirement for another mod I have. More car shit. High-res NPCs, more of that. River romanced. Romanced hangouts enhanced. Really, what the fuck is this? Collection of quality of life updates. Yeah, so just some extra features and shit you can hang on to. Anything by, any car mods by SDHO, which I think is actually included in the Hummer. This guy went out of his way to fix the YMLs so that for most of them they show up with a preview picture. They kind of bugged me, so when I seen that, I wanted that. One of the best radio stations I like right now is Samurai FM. It's pretty cool, very immersive. Should have been base game. Another ads, sexier ads. Wonder how many of these show up. Have I seen that one? Yeah, I've definitely seen those too. That one's being overwritten. That one shows up. Yep, definitely seen that one. Definitely seen that one. I mix some of these advertisements because a lot of them don't cover every advertisement in the city. So you can mix a few, and some of them get overwritten by others, but at least at this rate, most of them in the city should not be vanilla. SDO, another. I consider this in priority second to Enemies in Night City. I don't think we've looked at that yet, but this is definitely... Actually, no, this isn't a scaler, so yeah, this is actually very relevant. The no shooting delay, incredibly good for increasing your difficulty and making a more realistic game. Powerful mini bosses kind of mixes with Hell Slider. Cyber enemies, another item for adding, I think, net runners is what that is. Harder final boss fight. It's really this no shoot delay is really why you go after this mod. And if you're a stealth player, This is actually an older look of the UI. He's definitely got some newer shit going on there. Let's see, Spawno, new weapons store. We've already looked at all that. Silent silencers and throwing knives. I don't really use stealth shit that much, but I threw that in there. Simple XP modifier. This is pretty good. Especially if you've played the game fucking 7 times already like I have from PS4 Pro era day 1. And you want to speed your game up a little bit more with your leveling. Definitely relevant. So here's another fucking ad. Actually, this might be one that... Oh yeah, I actually have seen that magazine before. I don't know if I've seen these other ones though. I think that one's mostly overwritten. Spicy clean hacking screen. I don't know if I really noticed this. Well, you can actually have a fully clean screen. Looks pretty good. Stand still, please, for when you're doing work on your character, so they're not always moving around and shit. Status bar bug fixes. Don't know if that was relevant, but I got that anyway. Changes duration of various buffs, eating and drinking, probably increment increases. Stock market system, absolute. Should have fucking really been base game, in my opinion, necessary. Stealth runner, this is a recent add-on, pretty good item. Adds a whole new perk tree, set of challenges. This guy really did some good work here. So, highly recommended, especially if you like playing a stealth game, but throw it in there anyway, in case you ever just do like stealth. Oh, RMK made that one. This guy's incredibly popular on Nexus. He's done a lot of good mods, a lot of very popular endorsement mods. So it's no wonder he built that. This guy's pretty good at coding. Street vendors, what's this? Allow you to trade with more street vendors. Haven't really taken notice of that. Survival system, in my opinion, also for me personally a requirement at this level. This indulges in sleep, satiation, and hydration. Plays very well with the Edge Runner, wannabe Edge Runner mod, which I'm sure will be coming up soon. More stations, a wetness mod for skin. Don't know if that works. Haven't really noticed it. 1080, 60 frame per second TVs. Really good item. Personally, I like this. I think it's great. The few times where you interact or around TVs, talk to me. This is another NPC conversation interaction, kind of like immersion mod. Sand division dilation overhaul requirement. Honestly, in my opinion, at this point, this was recommended. I'd seen this before, but I had a viewer recommend it, so I did it, and it was definitely dope as fuck. A lot of customization in there to play with to your own desire. Let's see. Trace position overhaul. What is this again? So, most of the time they can't trace you exactly, net runners. But this might actually be what's... Use random net runners. Do I have this one? Well, yeah, this is a recent upload. Fuck it, I think I'm gonna throw this in too. I didn't notice this one before. The more net hacking really adds to the challenge of difficulty as well. Because when they start using shit like imminent shutdown from behind the line, the front line, you gotta move in and get on them. So I definitely want more, as a lot of net runners in the game. I don't know if this EKT custom creator works with... Oh yeah, it is the VTK body user, which is required for heist body texture, or body, I guess, in general. So maybe that does work. I don't know. I really haven't noticed that too much, but I'm still working on understanding building facials anyway. Was there something I skipped here? No. Tweak XL. Edge Runner's Mansion. I consider this probably one of the coolest immersive mods. AMM has a lot of items for apartments, but they require to use like teleporters and shit. This is pretty immersive with the elevator, so highly recommended there. Wow, we're almost to the end of the list. It's good stuff. Want to be Edge Runner. For me, definitely a requirement at this point. This deals with cyber psychosis. Fuck, you can't actually see it because the thing's blocking it now. But gives you a bunch of visual effects you have to deal with if you don't craft neuro blockers, and then even then, you still gotta deal with some extra shit. New stat, humanity. It actually involves the resting system and doing other little activities to get your humanity bar up. It'll go down depending on how you kill people, or how you deal with enemies, and how much you use your cyberware. It's actually yeah, so seizure warning on this motherfucker for sure. It's very heavy with flashing lights. I think there's actually a light file. No, there's no light. So yeah, it's definitely keep on fucking meaning to write a warning up on my description for that. Weapon conditioning, for me, a requirement at this point. To really, it's just another maintenance mod for in depth and just more depth in the game. Zoomable scopes. Here we go. This is what I wanted to look at. Have all the requirements. Yeah, see, it does kind of offset a little bit on the crosshair. Let's see what people say about that. Oh, that might be camera-based and weapon-based. That might be what I need to do. I remember looking over that. A lot of the time when you get mods, man, you have to look at the post, at least the first couple of posts, to make sure any issues that are going to arise, if it's compatible, conflictions, if it's updated, enough slots to quit all cyberware in game. Got this recently. I really don't know if this is going to work very well. If I don't really know the maximum amount your body can take. There might be another override mod for that, or if you get enough skill chips to be able to get them all. I don't know. I'm not really trying to push them too much. A couple of overrides for Edge Runner vending machines here and there. Actually, I guess that's just for Lucy. I thought I had one for Rebecca too. I might have got rid of them. in-world navigation. I pretty much consider this a requirement at this point. This still works. This is a really nice system. Fuck mini-map. Driving. Did that for years. Absolutely useless. This is a cool little piece of polish as well. So a couple cyber edge runner pictures for travel hollows. Let's see. Responsive NPCs. I wonder if this is the one. Dynamic NPC reactions. What you wear, drive, and do matters. This might overwrite with carrying. So this is just absolutely based on what they say. Oh, this is quest retaliation. No wonder that happened after I fucking did that in the main quest. They actually did send a kill squad after me after I did that one with Jackie in the meat factory. I'd never noticed that before, but as soon as I came out of my apartment, there was a hit squad that came after me. I even had a fucking readable drop in the inventory of one of them. It's pretty neat. What is this? Oh yeah, here's the... I haven't really seen this one a lot though. Got a lot of advertisement shit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. How many? So that's 448 plus a few I'm going to enable now. Random net runners and the Arasaka store patch, I think, or Atelier store for the net. I'll have to remember to put this in case any crashes. So that brings us exactly to 450 mods on this fucking play set. I think my second largest list might have been around like maybe 150, 200. I generally try to keep them pretty low when I do modding for games, so you run into the least amount of issues, but this is the one where I said, fuck it, let's just go in hard and see what happens. And so far, the crashing has been pretty minimal. I've had a few recently, but I think the past couple ones have been due to the fact, oh shit, did somebody have a question? Fuck, I didn't scroll my chat down far enough. Oh shit, it's Mama Lashlama. Fuck, I can't even pronounce your name right. Matthew Weeks. You guys probably already dipped out, but appreciate you stopping by anyway in case you rewatch. Yeah, I fucking forgot to scroll down my goddamn screen to see everybody that stopped in. Yep, so that's pretty much it. I fucking gotta start getting ready for work at 9. I really just had another one of those nights I couldn't sleep. It's been happening lately. I don't know. I installed Dune last night. Spice Wars. It's pretty good. Thinking about maybe doing a couple breaker day streams at home on that one. Also was thinking about maybe fucking around with some Rome modding as well. Maybe even going. I did Warhammer 3 recently, so I was considering that, but I'm kind of definitely a Total War fan overall. I think Rome 2 is probably the one I'll go with, if anything. I thought I had the original. I don't think this is the one. Oh, Sparta. Oh, let's see how long this takes to download. Fuck, I'm getting hungry. I guess this is going to be a little bonus add-on to the video here. Might as well fucking stream out the next 30 or 40 minutes. This is one of the games I modded a lot back in the day. See, I got 409 hours on this one. 511 on Attila. This must be the one where it splits the Roman empires between the East and the West. I think this is definitely the one that only has Rome in the old spot. I think I like the Attila a little bit more. I might go ahead and throw that one in here too. Shogun 2 I've played quite a little bit of. But my highest played game is probably Total War for my Steam account. 2,300 hours into that motherfucker. I played this across pretty much every... Actually, the game I've played across every system, PC system I've ever built was probably this one. Which I'm actually slightly surprised I don't have more hours on that. Well, I literally only played I played through this game once. This actually had some really good looking mod content for it. A lot like RE4. I pretty much just played this one to get some great mod screenshots to add to the channel. Did quite a lot of recorded video content for this one, actually. Some of my highest viewed videos, I think, still are for RE4. Revelations, boy, that brings back some. This is actually this is actually one of the older ones I've ever played on all my systems, because it was runnable on fucking what they now call potato systems. Reverse. I've actually never played this. Fuck is this? I think this is a team-based game. Oh yeah, PvP, team-based. Pretty good stuff. Not very popular. Village, I only played 24.5 hours of that. Fucking RoboCop Rogue City, I didn't even finish. Fucking bought this day one. Honestly, it just wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be in the demo. I was like super hyped over the demo. But I really didn't get a lot of attention on the channel over this one either. So that's kind of why we dipped out on that project. Still got Stalker 2 we're gonna fuck with again at some point. I don't know when. Starfield, we're waiting until the devs are pretty much done with this, and then we're gonna look into mods for it. I've considered Stellaris again recently. I haven't considered playing some more of this. This is actually a pretty good RTS as well, for being pretty much unknown. There's DLC for it. What's this? Shit, I forgot.
We Are Legion is the first DLC for Terminator Dark Fate Defiance, immersing players in the role of Legion, the cold, calculating machine army bent on wiping out humanity and asserting control over a shattered world. This expansion introduces a gripping single-player campaign that puts players in command of Legion's relentless forces. Every decision taken on the battlefield shapes the fate of humanity, as it's made with the brutal precision and efficiency of the machines. The DLC enhances the gameplay experience with an upgraded army management system for Legion, offering greater strategic depth. New tools and resources have been introduced to expand Legion's capabilities, from upgrading units and crafting reinforcements to completing objectives that unlock additional energy and control slots. This progression enables the deployment of more powerful reinforcements, significantly shifting the balance of the war in favor of Legion. Customization is at the heart of Legion's power. Modify and upgrade units with an array of new options, including advanced weapons for tanks and artillery, improved rocket systems for the HC platform, and swarm units capable of deploying smoke screens. Rev squads can be tailored with everything from plasma rifles to guided rockets, while Legion vehicles can now be fitted with a self-destruct mechanism, transforming them into deadly traps. Control the machines. Command the battlefield. The future of humanity hinges on these decisions.
Yeah, I've actually been waiting for that. So, that's going in the cart. Oh, I might actually fuck with that over the weekend. Because I did like the human side of things there, but I was really looking forward to playing Legion as well. Thermitage, let's see. Really didn't finish this game. It was alright, but I don't know, it died out for me. Might fucking finish that at some point, who knows. Still lots of projects I could go back on. I've considered X4 and XCOM 2 again. Shit, now there's some good looking DLC for Terminator. I might go back to that. That might be like a day stream thing. Kind of break up the Cyberpunk grind. Which I'm not really getting bored of that yet. But I kind of do want to start working on some other projects too. It's just a lot of work I've put into Cyberpunk at this point. Pretty much, I think I'm just done getting mods for that. 450 mod list, that's it, man. I think I'm gonna cut the line, cut the fucking numbers off there. Other than that, there's just a bunch of games in here that I think I own 117 through Steam right now. Most of them I'm probably never gonna play again, but a couple of these I'm definitely gonna come back to. Stalker, I think I'm waiting for some more updates and more mods for that. Actually have one of my coolest return viewers from that game. Actually, you know what? I think we'll cancel this. As a matter of fact, fuck me. I think I'm actually gonna work on Terminator. This is actually, the Terminator was a pretty good, really didn't like their skirmish. The only thing I really didn't like about Terminator was their skirmish mode. It's not really a skirmish mode. But the story mode was pretty good. Your build up and movement of forces. The writing was a little meh, but overall it was a pretty cool idea. Where the fuck did it go? There it is. Definitely gonna buy the DLC for that. Alright, well, I think that's gonna be it for this this stream. This little fucking stream here. I'm gonna start getting ready for my work day here. Give myself a little half an hour head start. But yeah, I think I'm gonna float between this, Stalker, Dune Spice Wars. Probably not so much Dune, but this was only a 5.5 gig fucking game. I may play this intermittently in between here and there. But now that Terminator has a way to play as Legion, I think I'm definitely going to jump into this, at least during the day streams. But we're mostly staying focused on Cyberpunk for now. That's going to take up our huge night stream blocks, hour blocks. Probably, who fucking knows. I've also been looking forward to, I don't think it's got a release date yet. Nope, still 2025. Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines 2. Still got my eye on this game. I've been watching them in Discord a little bit. They've got some really interesting looking shit going on. So, maybe next year I'll end up buying into that. It's a fucking based on the cult classic. Other than that, I really just haven't seen a whole lot of shit that I've wanted to work on. You know. But anyway, fuck it. We're out of here. Y'all have a good one.